it's female basketball. We don't get enough recognition, enough support, enough love. Basketball is not just a man's sport, and that goes for everything, every sport. It's not just a man's sport. Like, women can do this too.
So Lexi, can you talk a little bit about what your experience has been and the major things that you've learned playing outside of the US?
No, I love it, and I call Cape Verde my second home. I honestly wish I was born there, but hopefully one day I'll have a house out there. And I definitely want to go back as much as I can and keep playing for the team too. Of course, basketball is physical, but I feel like when you go overseas, it's a whole different story. It's just they're different type of players, and I love it. I love the competition. I'll go after the biggest girl on a team. I don't care.
How do you control or manage three things at once? Because obviously you're playing, you are a personal trainer, and then you have to coach as well. Yes. And coaching kids is not easy, mind you.
That's all I try to do. I'm trying to inspire and motivate kids, even adults. I coach adults too. So just trying to help people in any way that I can.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of All About Sports, the podcast, a podcast by the fans, for the fans. Today you're joined by one of your co-hosts, which is Mazhar. Mazhar, what's up?
All good, Krishnan. I'm so excited for this one.
And the reason he's excited is we have a very, very special guest on the podcast today, Allexia Barros, who you can see. Thank you so much for joining today. This is a really exciting podcast for us. Just to provide a little bit of context to our viewers and listeners, Lexi is a basketball player, but her resume is really, really long. So I'm going to try not to mess this up. She's done a lot in the basketball sphere. She actually plays for the Cape Verdean National team in FIBA Africa. In addition, she's actually played in Portugal as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's Imortal. Is that right?
Yep. Yes. That's the name of the team.
Perfect. She played for Imortal in Portugal. We actually interviewed Eugene Campbell a few episodes ago. He played for NBA Rockwork. I don't know. Do you know him by any chance?
No, I don't. I don't know him.
Perfect. It was a long shot. Portugal's a big country, so very, very long shot. But in addition to that, in her most recent season, she actually played in the Women's American Basketball Association, the WABA, specifically playing for the New England Trailblazers, and an AAU coach for the Bay State Elite Basketball team for their specifically, I think, grade 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and I'm currently building my own brand, and it's for women empowerment. Really trying to help these females grow and elevate their game, even on and off the court. I'm building a clothing line for the kids. Every piece is going to have an inspirational saying on it. And I'm just trying to give back to the community as much as I can. So I'm just doing it one day at a time.
That is awesome, Lexi. That is really awesome to hear. We're a little confused on how you're finding the time for this stuff because but that is super impressive. But Lexi, first off, lovely to have you on board. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, I was going to say, how's your day going so far? I'll start off with an easy softball. Just how's your day? How's your week been so far?
My week has been crazy. So I've been passing out business cards everywhere I go. My clientele is building every day. So today is like a rest day. Like I have to start forcing myself to relax. So that's exactly what I'm doing today. Just watching the WNBA. There's a few games on, and I'm just relaxing. I'm not picking up a basketball today because I need to relax my body.
Not a bad idea. I think with everything you described, you have.
It's Sunday too, so I definitely need it.
Definitely a good call. And that's actually a good segue into what we want. One of the questions that we had right off the bat, which is, we saw from, things that you've spoken about in the past that, that is obviously a very clear aspiration for you, which is the WNBA.
Yes.
You've obviously, I'm sure, like any player who's playing basketball, grown up watching basketball. You still all watch a lot of basketball. Every day, right? I mean, the good thing is, like, the NBA finished, the WNBA has gotten started. It's like a perfect synergy.
Yes, it is.
I did want to ask, with all the players that you've watched across WNBA and NBA, are there specific players that you have that you actually model your game after, that are your inspirations? You've tried a few things that they did.
Yes. Chris Paul is the top person that I watch. Stephen Curry. And the WNBA players, I can give you a whole list. Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird, Skylar Diggins, Courtney Vandersloot. Like, even Candace Parker is one of my favorite players because I love pick and rolls, and I wish I could be her teammate. That's all I'm saying. But she's retiring this year, so it's a little heartbreaking. But she's an amazing player. And when I watch basketball, like I watch everyone. I watch what they do in different teams. I mainly just study the game and read and feed off of it, of what different teams do, and what different players do. So I just try to do that as much as I can.
I was going to say, Lexi, I am based in Chicago, so I have a bit of bias. I'm also, as the result, a Candace Parker fan. I was super lucky to be able to see the Game 5 of the WNBA Finals last year. So that was pretty exciting. Kind of going off that, we did want to talk about your international experience as well, right? Because you've played in the States, obviously, but you have this massive experience, which is specifically for the Cape Verde national team. So Lexi, can you talk a little bit about what your experience has been and the major things that you've learned playing outside of the US? Because you've played a few years now in the FIBA Africa League. What have you taken away from those tournaments?
The competition is, it's better, like with post players wise. Of course, basketball is physical, but I feel like when you go overseas, it's a whole different story. It's just they're different type of players. And I love it. I love the competition. I'll go after the biggest girl on a team. I don't care. But the experience, especially in Cape Verde, is amazing. The fans are amazing. The food is amazing. And just getting experience to play for my country is amazing feeling on top of it. And playing against some of these girls are tall. They're way taller than me. Like this one, we played in the FIBA tournament 2 years ago. We played against Congo, and every player on that team was over 6 feet. Like even the point guard. So I'm guarding a huge girl, but it was fun. It was a great experience. You learn a lot because every team is different. Every team you play against has a different playing style, different players from small to tall, And I love it. And I call Cape Verde my second home. I honestly wish I was born there, but hopefully one day I'll have a house out there. And I definitely want to go back as much as I can and keep playing for the team too.
That's awesome. I was going to say it's probably a good thing that you watch a lot of Chris Paul, because I feel like Chris Paul also gets switched on a bunch of just big guys.
Yeah, and you gotta get shifty. You gotta be relaxed, be poised, and just reading the defense. And he likes to get to his sweet spot, so that's what I like to do too. Finding out where I am on the court, also learning my players, knowing what they can do and what position they're in. Because I'm the floor general, like that's what I'm set to be. So that's all I'm trying to do is just grow on that and elevate my game.
Completely makes sense. Definitely a good call. Maz, I'm going to hand it off to you. I know you have a few questions too.
Yeah, so just to go off what you said, Lexi, about how the game's so different from the US to when you played Afrobasket, basically. So how is the game different, and what are the elements that are different in when you compare the WABA to when you're playing with the national team?
Right. Well, first off, some of them don't even speak English, so that's hard. Luckily, my coach, he speaks both. Like he speaks English and he speaks Creole, which helped a lot. And some of my teammates, they translated for us. So like when my coach is speaking, we'll be in a circle and I'll be right next to one of my teammates that can translate everything he's saying. But I love it. It's a different style of basketball, and you just got to learn how to develop from that. Like if you're a hooper, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? You just adapt to different things that they give to you. And I love it. I love it so much. I love being in Africa or even just somewhere overseas playing. You feel the love, the support from your teammates, from the fans, and it's just a wonderful experience. You're learning something new from the time you get off the plane to the time you fly back home. Like every day is a new journey. You know what I mean? So that's what I love the most about it. And then playing is just like, I just love playing. It's just a thing, you know what I'm saying? It's just my life. So no matter where I'm at and what teammates I have to play with, I'm going to learn how to play with them and just elevate and grow with them, you know?
That speaks volumes. That you really have modeled your game around Chris Paul, because that man knows how to make any team better as well. And we've
Right.
seen that with a few
Yes.
players as well, like Sue Bird has that
Mm-hmm.
capability as well. So
And this season
amazing to
last
hear.
year too. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So,
It's
so
absolute.
sad. It's sad.
But so now, just to build on that, you've clearly mentioned that, you know, playing the National League is obviously more competitive. It's harder. It teaches you a lot more. So what is the talent pool like in the Afrobasket league versus, let's say, the WABA? And do you see like this sort of pathway for players from who are successful for these African nations
Right.
getting drafted into the WNBA soon?
Yeah, there's a lot of talent overseas and in the WABA league. It's just like getting your foot in the door. And with us females, it's very hard for us to get a contract, get overseas. I mean, it's hard for us even to get on a team, you know. So when we do get that opportunity, we take full control of it and go at it with everything we got, because it's not easy. Even overseas, like you only get a chance. Like if you're not on the team, you know what I'm saying, you got to try out, you know, you got to show up. You got to be 100% every game, or they'll send you home. Like even though you sign a contract, they will still send you home because you're not holding yourself accountable for what you signed for. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that makes you a better player too. Makes you want it more. And same thing with the WABA. There's a lot of talent in that league, from point guards, shooters, post players, and getting to play against them is a great experience too. Playing in the Final Four last year was amazing. The All-Star game, I loved every minute of it. I got to meet players that I never met before or played against, because some of the teams are far away from us. Like we only play a certain amount of teams in our division with the WABA league. So meeting all those different players and coaches, and we got to meet the people that run the whole organization, and that was very fun, a great experience. And it's just I would like to build a platform myself for females. Scratch that. I already am doing that. I got to stop saying that I'm going to or I'm trying. But I want to have a platform where people can come and not feel like they're not enough, not feel like they're not worth it just because they're a female. And I coach boys too, but my brand is for women, because I'm going through stuff myself with getting no's, I'm saying, getting blocked, not getting the right opportunities, the right contract from people. And I just want to show the young girls that you just have to keep going, that it's the road is not easy, but it's another part of your story. You know, so that's how I look at it. And everything is in God's hands, because all I want to do is help people, help them grow, and just build them on and off the court. And that's what I'm doing for myself and my brand. And helping people is just an amazing feeling. It helps me grow. It motivates me to be better, do better. And that's why half the time I can't feel my body, because I'm in the gym for too long. But it's just little things that keep me going. So all I want to do is give back to my community and help as many kids as I can while I'm here, you know, because I feel something coming, and I just want to get myself to the point where I'll be ready for anything that comes my way.
Honestly, Allexia, your story and what you're doing for the females game altogether is highly inspiring. And honestly, we're firm believers that women's sport is overlooked way too much across sports in general, especially basketball.
Yes.
Hopefully soon we will see a transition as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's starting to change a little bit, but it definitely needs more. I feel like I said before, we don't get enough. Like even just in general in life, you know what I'm saying? Like they rather put a male first over a female when we just work harder. You know what I'm saying? Like we just deserve better. Like there's a lot of people, even in the WNBA. Do you know there's probably a lot of people that that their journey is crazy. Like, and half the time, half of them didn't even have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that's how they came out stronger. You know. But we still deserve better. But I'm just hoping one day at a time it will get there. When they're on TV now, you know what I'm saying? Like they're getting streamed live now. You know, not every game, but we're getting there. You know what I'm saying? We're getting there. So that's a stepping stone right there. You know. So we can all just pray and just believe that it will get better. Eventually it will. Eventually it will.
Which brings me to my next question, Lexi. So obviously you're doing so much. It's pretty alarming. So what are the challenges, or how do you sort of control or manage three things at once? Because obviously you're playing, you are a personal trainer, and then you have to coach as well. And it's all different things, and coaching kids is not easy, mind you. So how do you manage all of this?
Honestly, that's a great question. I don't know. I just do it. Like I want to help them so much, and I love watching people grow. Like when I coach, I start from the basics, the fundamentals, and being able to see them elevate their game. Like there's a few that just started playing basketball that are on my fourth grade team, and we made it to the championship 3 times. You know what I'm saying? In our past 2 tournaments, we're undefeated. We're 8-0 with 2 championships, and I have second graders to 5th graders, and everyone from the first game we had to the last one we had, everyone is scoring. Everyone is talking on defense. Like their bond is like this. And that's because I want to keep them as a unit, and you know I want to teach them the right way, that teamwork is always first, and being patient and learning the basics is the first part too. So seeing them grow is just an amazing feeling, and I the bond that I have with the kids is great. I love all of them, and I just want to keep going and helping them as much as I can.
And I was going to say, Lexi, I mean, so many of whether we see it online or we've spoken to athletes, the role that coaches especially at a young age for athletes, the role that they play for young athletes is massive, because you kind of need that one person at the start that says, hey, it's going to be tough, but we kind of believe in you, and we're going to like inculcate the right behavior.
Yes.
So it sounds like...
Yes, that's what I'm big on. And like when you know how kids will I'll teach them a move and they'll be like, I can't do that. And can't is not in my vocabulary. So I don't even let them say that stuff. Like I make them do 10 push-ups, or we're running sprints. And you know, kids, they don't like to do neither of those. So they get the word can't out of their vocabulary real quick. And that's what I'm getting them to believe in themselves. Like you got to do it first. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, all right, I can't do that. Well, you didn't even try. You know, try first, you know, because the only way you have to feel uncomfortable to get better. That's the only way you're going to grow. And I put that a lot in my game too. Like when I go to work out, I'm in the gym a lot. Like I'm in the gym for like 3 to 4 hours at a time. And I'm just doing different things every day, building my game, making myself feel uncomfortable. So when I do get in the game, it feels natural, you know. And I'm literally studying every day, different players, different things to become a better point guard. And it's all mental too. Learning how to control yourself, you know, relax, because you gotta control the whole game, especially as a point guard. And that's what I'm learning to do. That's why I watch Chris Paul all the time, and just growing. Like I want so much for myself, and I want to give back too. So that's why I do a lot, and that's why today is my break day. So
that's why I'm sorry to take away the time that you're supposed to be on a break, but hopefully
this is a break too. This is good. I like this.
This is at least, I'm assuming, is at least easier than or less intense than the gym. At least I'm hoping.
Yeah, for sure.
So Lexi, you know, again, we've talked so much about everything that you're working on right now, but we know for sure one thing that will be at the center of everything that you're doing is playing basketball. I know there's a lot of stuff that you're doing.
It's all I want to do. Like, it's in me. Like this, it's part of my life. It's not even a game to me anymore. It's something that helps me deal with life. You know what I mean? Like that's my escape, and that's what I love to do for fun every day. And every day I'm just trying to get better and do what I can for myself.
That is awesome to hear. And we do follow you, and we kind of saw your Instagram post. So we know this season specifically, you'll be playing a game you'll be playing a game coming up more. I couldn't remember the exact date, but
next Sunday. Yeah,
next Sunday.
Just one game. Very, very frustrating. And this is why I'm building my own brand, because we deserve better. It's just some stuff that happened with the organization that like we don't deserve, you know. It's just it's females, you know, and it's female basketball. We don't get enough recognition, enough support, enough love, just in general. Like basketball is not just a man's sport, and that goes for everything, every sport. It's not just a man's sport. Like women can do this too, and that's what I'm big on. That's why I want to show people, like if I'm coaching someone or I'm playing, like I'm showing you who I am, you know, and what I deserve, you know, what I bring to the table. I know what I bring to the table. You know what I mean? And it's just frustrating for me right now, but I'm just excited I get to play one game in front of my family and friends, and some of my players are coming too, so I can't wait for them to watch me play. That's what I'm waiting for. I've been waiting for my players to watch me play, because they see how I coach and my energy and what I put into them every day, and I want them to see why I do it, you know, why I'm there for them, and why I love the game of basketball so much.
That completely makes sense. And we kind of wanted to go off that to a similar point, which is there is obviously, like you said, a huge discrepancy in the attention that women's basketball gets compared to men's basketball. Are there certain aspects that you think general governing bodies, we've seen the WNBA do a lot of stuff right now. There's a lot more marketing. They have a lot more access than, again, like you said, there's still a long way to go, but they've come a long way as well.
Right. They're actually doing it. They're putting more time into females in the basketball. They're promoting it. They're showcasing it. They're having it live now. That's steps to getting it to be more. And there's coaches out here that are not doing that. You know, they're not promoting us. They're not promoting the players correctly. They're not promoting their team correctly. You know, and that's where I want the change to be. And that's just a little thing. Like we're not asking for much, you know. We're asking to be supported. We're asking to have like just support at every aspect of what we do on and off the court, you know.
Just to add to that, Lexi, so I'm in London currently, so I watch a lot of the London Lions play because it's near, just next to my where I live. So
right.
And the London Lions women's team is not funded by the London Lions.
No.
So they play under them. But
no, that sounds very familiar. I yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Like why isn't it funded by them? That's where they're from, you know.
Exactly.
They support the men's team. You know what I'm saying? They do everything under the sun for the men's team. Like, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. And it's backwards, you know. Like that's what I'm saying. That's how like we deserve better.
Yeah, I agree. And also over that, Lexi, London Lions the women's team actually wins the competitions, everything.
Yes,
they win the
right. And the boys are always losing. Like
and the men's team honestly are below average at best.
Right.
At best.
The girls are up here and the men's team is down here. But
so
they get
frustrating.
We're down here. It's crazy.
Terrible.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And that's when we need a change. We need a change. So hopefully soon it will happen.
I was going to say, Lexi, you've obviously been through a lot in this journey, and obviously you've learned a lot from your experiences.
Still going through it. That's the crazy part. Like it's hitting me left and right, and that's why I want to build my brand, and I want to showcase my game, and I want to just level up from what I'm getting towards me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I work so hard, and that's why I have to force myself to take a break, because if I don't, I'll literally just keep going and going and going, and then when I can't walk, that's when I'm in bed, which is not good. But like you said, I've been through a lot. I don't know how to handle what I'm going through, so I go to the gym and I put it on my body instead. That's the only way I know how to figure it out. But it motivates me, it helps me. I'm never gonna stop, no matter what keeps coming in my direction. And I'm just gonna keep building these kids as much as I can, and myself. That's all I'm trying to do on a daily basis, is just grow.
That's amazing, Lexi. Any one pro tip that you would give a younger version of yourself to, like, that if you could like go back in time?
Honestly, I wish I had the mindset I do now, but it's just that's how I got it from what I've been through, and just being patient with yourself, because we are going to get a lot of no's, you know what I mean? And that goes for anyone in life. Like, life is hard. Life is not easy. Basketball is not easy. So it's just being, like, mentally stable, and I know that's hard, and I try to put that on my kids too. Like, for example, I have a few that their life is not going very well, but they're only 12 years old, and I try to be there for them as much as I can. I get them notebooks, so they come a little early before practice or before training. They write down whatever they're going through, and then I put it back in my backpack and leave it. And then the next week we do the same thing. So when they get on the court, they're not all up here. They're ready to hoop. They're ready to learn. You know what I'm saying? They're ready to have fun. That's all I try to do. I'm trying to inspire and motivate kids, even adults. I coach adults too. So just trying to help people in any way that I can.
That's incredible. And Lexi, that's so helpful, because again, like you said, you can give a lot to the next group who have not been through what you've been through as yet, but they will come up with no's. Yes. They're going to face unfair things, and you've got that experience. So it's great what you're doing.
Thank you.
Lexi, it's been wonderful speaking to you. Yes. Before we log off, we do like to do a little bit of a light section called just a rapid fire section to finish it all off. Sure. It's just quick questions. Your first thought that comes to mind. Not all of them are like sport related. A lot of them are just kind of fun, random questions. But first thing that comes to mind for you, okay. I'll start off with the first one, which we love asking, which is, what is your number one cheat meal on your day off, which might be today?
Probably some fish. I don't eat gross food, like fast food. I don't eat any of that. I cook everything that I eat. I eat very healthy. So my cheat day will probably be some fish and some French fries.
That's not too bad at all. That's actually really good.
Right.
That's my everyday meal.
Yeah, I need to go live with you. Yeah.
That's my healthy meal. You're right, Maz. That's usually my healthy option.
Right. It's not a cheat meal, I know.
Yeah. I guess that's the athlete life.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Lexi, the second question. Favorite move to pull in a game? Like, if you pull this off, you're just excited. You're hyped when you can get this done in a game.
Oh, I've been working on this move. So sidestep. I've been working on it. Between the legs, sidestep for a 3 or a pull up. I don't know. I've been working on it. So I'm ready to do it in the game.
Nice.
And when you switch that, there's no better feeling from the
exactly,
3-point
right?
line. No better
in my head,
feeling.
I'm like, yes. I've been working on that for months, and now I got it down. So I'm gonna do it every time now. Once I do it right, then it's gonna be consistent.
I'm gonna ask you the next one, Lexi. The toughest game that you can remember.
The toughest one. It will probably be the qualification games that we have to play in for the my Cape Verdean team. So before we go to the FIBA tournament, we always have to play in a qualification game. You only get 2 games and you play the same team. That's when we played Guinea. We played them last year too. So those are the toughest games, because you have to win, you know what I'm saying, to get to that FIBA tournament, because the FIBA tournament is one of the biggest tournaments in Africa. So you definitely want to get there. You want a chance to play on that platform.
I had the next one, but that's done. The next question was basically, who's your biggest sporting aspiration? But I guess you've pretty much answered that one. So I'll go to the last one that I have for you. Your favorite place to visit?
Cape Verde, for sure. Like I said, it's like my second home, and being able to play there is it's amazing. And I love the atmosphere there, the weather. I love the heat, so I like that. The food is amazing. No matter where you go, it's top 10 for sure.
Adding it to our list. We're adding it to our list as well for travel next.
Yes, you have to. You'd love it. You'd really love it.
Lexi, we just have a couple more left for you. I don't know when you'd have time for this, but your favorite pastime outside of basketball?
I don't have one. I really don't. It's crazy. Like, I really have to chill.
I was going to say, I don't know where you would even slot that in. Maybe podcasting. That's an option.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. That's when I do it.
Lexi, last question for you. Is there a song you have that you listen to pick you up? If you're feeling down or if you just want to get excited, is there a song that you listen to?
Yes, honestly, I love music. So it's just music in general. But I found this new song. I don't know. I'm just in this, like, I can't even describe it. This feeling that I have, like my mindset, just me like giving back to people, and the stuff that I go through. Like I want to relax myself. You know what I'm saying, and just do me and take care of myself. So the song is called Self Love. It is by Nevea. You have to look it up. And Jason Lyric is in it also. It's a great song. It's a powerful song, and it's just it's a song about giving love to yourself, you know. And I always whatever I go through, I'm gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like to ask for help. Even if I did have help, I wouldn't ask for it, you know. So I literally just do everything for me, you know, because I can't struggle and try to help people. You know what I'm saying? I have to be well with myself to be able to give back, especially the kids. You know, I need to be 100% so I can provide for them also.
That is, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add that to the list. I'm very clueless about music, but I'm trying to get better. So I'm gonna take a look at that. And I love the message that you said more broadly than that. Like, you have to work on yourself before you can truly help others. So it's a beautiful message. Lexi, thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You are a massive inspiration to us. We are big sports heads, but we don't have the ability to play. Well, can't is not in your vocabulary.
I can teach you.
That's true. We have not worked hard enough to get there just yet. That's the way I'm going to rephrase it. Thank you so much for your time on your day off. It was great speaking with you. To all our viewers and listeners, we're going to leave all Lexi's details in the bio. So do check it out. Do check out what she's up to.
Check out my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it. I got a lot of clips on there. I got clips from high school, college. I got a lot of Cape Verdean games. I have a lot of workout videos on there. I got games, you know, destroying some boys, some grown men. There's a video on there too. I got a video for my semi-pro team, and I just played in a summer league game, so I'm going to be posting that too. And then I have clips from college. I got from both the college that I went to. I got games from there. But I have a whole bunch of workout videos. Each workout video is different. And I just posted a new beach workout in the sand. That's why I'm hurting too. Still hurting from doing that last Sunday. Never mind what I did during the week. So I have an Instagram page. It's Allexia Barros 1. I'm also on Facebook, Lex Barros. And then my YouTube channel is The Journey of Allexia Barros. I mainly post my videos on everything. But my YouTube channel, I wanted to get a little bit more love, you know, more subscribers, because I'm going to start posting stuff weekly, like things that I do. And I'm just growing my game, elevating it every day, studying it, writing things down. I write everything down that I do in the gym, and I'm just growing from there, making sure I keep holding myself accountable, fix things that I'm doing wrong, and just being me, you know?
Lexi, that's great to put it out there. And like you already said, you know, she's also a coach. If you're trying to get better at your game, do check out her channel. It's going to help you a lot.
Yes.
With that, thank you so much for viewing or listening. If you did like this episode, do leave a like, share this episode, share it with someone who might be interested.
Share, and follow me on everything.
And we leave all Lexi's information, like she said, in the bio. Lexi, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate both of you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you to you, and we will see all our viewers and listeners next week. Yeah. Thanks so much.
I'm also playing next week, so I can send you guys a link so you can watch.
Oh, yes.
Oh, definitely. We want that. We'd love that.
We can add that link.
The only game we're playing in, so you got to watch, you know?
Got to watch it.
Yes.
Any basketball is good basketball, unless it's London Lions, men's.
Right, exactly. Yes, you can say that again.
Thanks so much. We'll see you later.
You. Yes, have
Thank
a good
you,
one.
Lexi.
Thanks. If you like this episode, make sure to leave a like and share it with anyone else who might be interested. You can also subscribe on any social media platform that you prefer, and all our links are in the bio. We also have a website with all our episodes as well as blogs and a whole lot of other sports content, so make sure to check that out as well.